it is Jen here, and today I'm here with watercoloring video, and this one is of some succulents. I didn't draw this just like off from my head. I had a reference photo, so it was really great because I wanted to practice like kind of light and shadow kind of concept and not depend on my white pen, which I love, and not depend on like anything else either really, just paint and paintbrush and water. So that's what I used only this round, and yeah, the reference photo was very helpful because I could kind of see where I should leave like no paint and leave it blank white and such, and I thought it was just like a really good practice and study I guess. And this one I didn't have any of like the footage of me sketching the picture because initially I didn't want to film it. I just wanted to do it off camera, but then especially because this will be my first time finishing a page without that white pen, I thought it'd be like a fun thing to look back to, so I decided to film it later. And here for the first one I used green and then purple and red, and I really like that color combo. And then here it's more like yellowish light green that I'm now painting. And yeah, it was difficult because once again I'm just not used to thinking about where should the light be, where should the shadows be, but I think it's gonna be something that I just need some time to learn, but yeah, I want to get better at it basically. And I really liked this painting. It's a little, I can't talk. It's a little muted basically. The colors weren't as potent. I basically more washed out, and I tried to control the water more. So whenever I had excess water or excess paint, I would dab the water out of my paintbrush, and then put it back onto the wet area, which will soak the paint back into the brush. So this technique, it's obviously a very simple one, but I'm just practicing because I'm new at this, and I found it to be super helpful. And right now I am coloring this dark green area, and then on top of it later I use purple to darken it. I really enjoyed using purple to darken the areas. I just thought it looked more interesting than just using another darker shade of green. And throughout this entire painting, I think I used 4 or 5 colors from my palette, so not too many. I used purple, red, and then I used yellow, and then I used like a medium shade of green that I have, and then blue, lighter blue that I have. So 5 colors in total actually, and they worked out great. I think it was kind of fun to try to challenge myself in that way, which I don't tend to use too many colors all at once. I think it's easier to make the picture come together better that way. And throughout, yeah, because the painting style was quite washed out, I feel like it's a little harder to see, but later you will see me outlining the whole thing, so it'll be easier to see then. But even the outlining I used paint, so it was definitely a practice. And here you're seeing me using purple again to darken. Just enjoyed purple, I don't know why. And then yeah, now I'm outlining, and I took my thinnest paintbrush, which was my first time using, and it was difficult. It was harder than I thought, not just because of the whole like stroking smoothly part, but also the water control part was kind of difficult. But I thought this would be a really good practice. It's something that I would see other people do, and I just think it's amazing. So I wanted to practice, and for the first time I don't think it went horribly wrong or anything like that. I didn't have like a puddle that was too out of control or anything, but definitely, yeah, it took me quite long to do, and this painting took so much patience, or it requires so much of it. I'm not really sure if like dark purple was the greatest idea. I think it looks pretty on the first succulent on the left, but over the green ones, I don't know if I should have maybe like alternated the line colors and tried to use for like darker green for those that would go along with it better or whatnot. But yeah, I just didn't want to complicate things even more than I was challenging myself to do. So yeah, but definitely to do this, I want to be able to do it better. So I will practice on my own as well. And now I'm done with outlining, and I did this thing where I just did little dots where I felt like the shadows would fall as well, because I wanted more contrast and I wanted to add more shadows and shades and such, but I didn't want to just go in there and paint over with darker color because I felt like it would just be too harsh, and I just didn't want to like lose that light water washed out kind of look, which I was kind of digging at this moment. So I did little dots all over the place, which I think worked out, made the piece a little interesting, I like to believe. And now shading in the little, or not shading, but coloring in the pot. And then I went over to try to, where was that later? I also tried to put in some shadows. And I did the background here, and you might see the paint or the paper had hard time absorbing the paint for some reason on this paper. Something that I've been noticing with this Strathmore journal, watercolor journal. So I don't really recommend this journal for that reason. The paper is kind of weird. The paper sometimes on random spots resists the water. Yeah. But I'm done now. And at the end, this is how it turned out. I'm really, once again, proud of the fact that I didn't use any white pen to depend on to kind of like try to make things look better. I mean, I think it's still cool. I'm gonna be using it so much in the future too, but I just wanted to also practice doing only watercolor and not use anything beyond the paint, so it can focus on the light and, you know, just kind of train my eyes and my mind. But yeah, once again, it's just been really cool, especially because every piece that I do has been like with something that I would challenge myself to do, and I will learn a lot through each and every page. So I'm just really enjoying this journey once again. Definitely something I noticed with the paper in this journal, which is called the Strathmore 400 series, their watercolor journal. I like the size of it, and I like the cover, but the paper is kind of funky. It's kind of weird, and it's just like on random spots it won't take water. Not just because I'm doing it on the back side, because it would do the same thing when I'm doing on the right side too. And as I was kind of working on the other pages, I noticed the marker kind of like I wouldn't say it faded, but yeah, something about the back page kind of changed a little bit, but it's okay. I'm fine with it, and yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. It was a really fun experience. I didn't give up till the end. I tried to like make it to get to the point where I feel like I'm satisfied with it, so I can move on, and I'm gonna be working on this page. This is the palette that I've been using. If you have seen me unbox it, then you probably have seen it in like detail and everything, but I really enjoy it. And someone suggested with the red that I have is kind of closer to pink, but if I mix yellow into this kind of pinkish red, it turns into more true red-ish kind of. So that's what I did for this painting, because I didn't really want pinkish red, and it came out nicely. So I'm really enjoying this palette as well. I think it's a really good starting palette, as well as like, you know, for traveling, I guess, if you want to paint on the go, especially because there's this little ring thing. But I also am looking forward to getting more colors in the future. I've been looking at different things and different reviews. I have another one in mind, so hopefully my obsession doesn't go too crazy. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. In the comment section down below, let me know what kind of other paintings you guys would be interested in seeing me paint. I have some in mind. I think I might alternate or somewhat, but definitely next one that I do, I want to kind of do something more closer to this style where it's kind of more flat kind of painting. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Until then, take care, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!